What's up, crypto gang? Welcome back to another episode of Hack Crypto, where we hack our cryptocurrency and blockchain education. If you guys are brand new here, we do a small little giveaway at the beginning of every single episode. And today's winner is Santiago Aguirre. Thanks so much for commenting on the previous video with a really inspiring comment. And I just sent you some crypto. Now, it's good to be back in the driver's seat here. I took a little bit of time off because I gave birth, or my wife gave birth, to our first son, Charlie, who has been amazing. It's been a lot of work having a newborn, but I've definitely got some pretty fire onesies for him, including a Dogecoin onesie and a Bitcoin onesie. So it's been a lot of work, a lot of fun, but it's good to be back. This episode is a special treat for you guys, and I'm really excited about this because over the past month and a half, 2 months or so, my comments have been blowing up with loan questions. All of these kind of crypto-backed loans are kind of on fire right now. A lot of people talking about them. A lot of people are really interested in the different types of collateralized loans that are available, the different services that are offering them, whether it's crypto.com or Celsius, and this new project that I actually reached out to because I saw how legitimate it was. A couple people actually referred me to it and said, you definitely need to talk about Spectrocoin. Spectrocoin has wallets, the exchange, debit cards that can be prepaid, and personal dedicated IBANs. Now, this is a massive deal for a lot of people because it is covering all the bases that effectively a bank would. Spectrocoin is an established European company. They've been around since 2013, actually, when I got into crypto. So they've been around for a very long time, about 7 years, and they have 1 million registered clients. Now, this number may seem a little bit foreign to a lot of people, but the reality is they have a ton of different aspects of the business, which has brought so many users, and especially this crypto-backed loans concept. Now, this has been done by a couple of other companies, but they are pioneering a couple of things here that I really wanted to go over. Before I dive into today's review, I definitely want to mention that this is sponsored by Spectrocoin, but it is so relevant. I literally reached out to these guys and was like, let me do a video. This is fantastic. I want to partner with you guys because not only are people commenting and asking about crypto-backed loans, but now more than ever, when we're running into this new bull run here, it's going to be really crucial for a lot of people to pull out these collateralized loans and be able to make returns with using that money in other places, in other cryptocurrencies, things like that are running up in an insane way over the next 24 months. But I definitely always recommend everybody do your research, of course, and it's important to only talk about products that you believe in, and I really like this project here. So I figured I'd bring it to you guys and definitely wanted to let you know that it is sponsored, and we're going to deep dive into 5, maybe 6 big bullet points about the project. The first concept here is loan to value. Now, on the channel in the past, I've talked about a couple of other projects that are doing crypto-backed and collateralized loans, and loan to value is a very important ratio. So this is pioneering a 75% loan to value, which is a very, very high loan to value. A lot of these other ones are very focused on about a 50% loan to value, where, if you put up 10 Bitcoin, you can get out 5 Bitcoin worth in USD. You can pull that out because it's a 50% loan to value ratio. So in this example, with 10 Bitcoin, if you're putting that up as a collateralized loan, you're able to pull out 7.5 Bitcoin worth, which is an impressive amount. And the way that loan to value just works from a lender's perspective, having served a very long time as a lender, a peer-to-peer lending business previously that a lot of you guys know about, is that the lender, needs to basically monitor their risk management. They need to make sure that they protect their downside. They need to protect the ability for if the borrower does default, who's going to end up with the most loss. And obviously the lender wants to protect against that. So the loan to value ratio is what's their kind of intent there, is they want to limit their downside. So 75% is a very aggressive offer for users because they're able to get more. You're able to pull out more capital from your collateralized loan, and that exposes the lender a little bit more to risk. And I think that says a lot about the business itself, because they have all these different revenue streams with wallets and an exchange and the Visa card. So they have a fantastic way of diversifying out so they can actually offer that 75% loan to value. Next piece is the lowest loan, 25 euros. Now, this is going to send me on a little bit of a tangent here, but with traditional banking, what you have is a situation where microloans and smaller loans don't make sense to them. Bigger banks want bigger loans to be deployed. They want more debt to be deployed out to businesses and individuals. And if it's a 25 euro loan or a $30 loan, they're not interested. Nobody's interested in that in terms of the traditional banking sector. But with something like crypto, it actually makes sense. You can do it. You can pull it off because you're able to get it out there to the people that actually need it. And you have different incentives here. Like the structure here with the Spectrocoin is if you're collateralizing loans, you have a lot of loans out, you have a lot of payments coming in, and you have the ability to not necessarily make all of your money off of a transaction fee, which I think is a very important aspect here. And a lot of the banks get very greedy with this. And I think that this is something that crypto has an opportunity to go and reach into the unbanked and do these micro loans. And I think that it's important to really highlight that because that's something I'm passionate about, having been in the lending space for a couple of years on all different sides of it. And I think that there are some things that are very broken and some things that blockchain and crypto can really address. The third piece here is repayment fees. Now, there are a lot of kind of skeezy little banks out there, I'll say, not necessarily all little, but some little banks will actually charge repayment fees. So what happens is, for example, you have a loan out for $10,000 and you want to pay it off in full. You have an injection in capital from, let's say, a birthday. Someone, gives you a huge check, or your grandma gives you a massive check to pay off your debt. So you go to repay it. And some banks and lenders out there will literally say, actually, that caps our upside in the future. So what we're going to do is we're going to penalize you now. You're going to pay us now. And we're going to make up for some of that upside that we would have in the future. This is borderline predatory. It has been in existence for hundreds plus years, and repayment fees and all these kind of hidden fees happen. They're a reality and they happen. But one of the things that Spectrocoin has laid out in their plan is that they are literally not charging any repayment fees. So you have the ability to repay loans as quickly as you want, and you have the ability to just pay interest for periods that you use the loan for. And there's a lot of really cool, flexible things that they're doing that are very innovative. And this is something, once again, that can be done through cryptocurrency, similar to the microloans aspect. And I love the idea that they're not penalizing people for being very good with their money. If you take out debt, pay it back. And I think that is something that a lot of people will enjoy with new innovative products like this, where they're able to actually repay without getting smacked on the wrist for doing good for their own finances. So that's a really admirable aspect to this, is no repayment fees. The fourth piece here is about their 1 million registered clients. Now, this is attributed to the multiple different aspects of the business. They have a wallet, they have an exchange, and they have these personal IBANs. Now, if you do not know what IBAN stands for, it stands for International Bank Account Number. And this is a big deal because you're effectively getting a bank account number that you can transact in different currencies in all across the world. And this is a big step for Spectrocoin and pretty much all of Europe. When you have an IBAN number and you're able to transact internationally in different currencies, you are effectively doing you're a bank. You are a bank. And I think that is something that is really, really important. And on top of that, they're giving people a personal debit card. And when you have those two together, a international bank account number or IBAN account, and you have your Visa debit card, you have the ability to pull out crypto-backed loans, you're definitely on your way to disrupting every major banking system that has ever existed. When you have all of this, under your cell phone, you're literally able to access this wherever you want, top up your prepaid Visa card, anywhere that Visa is accepted all over the world, you can use it. So we've covered a lot in this video, and one of the things that I really wanted to make sure that I highlight here is the crypto-backed loans, because everybody's been asking me about that. Everybody's been asking about all the different loan to value ratios, and definitely Spectrocoin, part of the reason I reached out to them originally is because that 75% loan to value is so aggressive. it's so nice to see that people are willing to, give people a lot of their value out when they're collateralizing their loan. I mean, there's very little downside that can come of this. Obviously, price fluctuations and margin calls and things like that could happen. But at the same time, I do think it's important to know when a company is being transparent and they are telling you what you're going to get up front like that. And I think that with Spectrocoin, the crypto-backed loans, you can do it with Bitcoin, Ether, NEM, or XEM, Dash, and a bunch of others. And it's instant payouts to your bank account or your wallet. And I've really enjoyed playing around with their platform, basically, pledging small amounts of crypto, pulling some out. You can make your repayments. Obviously, there aren't any hidden fees. And I think that there's just so many different other elements to this that, give you some liquidity on the exchange. You can have your exchange rate in USD. You can do it in euros. You can do it in pounds. You can do it in all these different currencies. And also, you can pay with the Visa debit card, which totally helps. That's something like crypto.com level where you're able to go in and transact anywhere. So last piece here that I wanted to go over, part 5 of this video, is the steps here. So you deposit your collateral, your ETH, your Bitcoin, whatever currency you want, your Dash. You deposit that, you choose the loan terms that you want to do, you receive the loan, and your collateral is returned when the loan is repaid. So on top of that, they have their other products, but by far and away, the crypto-backed loans is something you guys have to check out, because to me, it is going to be very important over the next 24 months for people to pull out locked up Bitcoin and ETH and move it into other assets like real estate or something that, produces cash flow. I've always been bullish on diversifying. You need to what's called rebalance when you get an explosive run up, which is what's coming, and you need to be making sure that your risk management is on point. So definitely check out Spectrocoin with the link in the description. You will be able to play around. Definitely check out the crypto-backed loan aspect. And if you guys like this video, I know a lot of you guys have requested this, so definitely smash a like. Lets me know that you like these types of reviews. And I will be looking in the comments to see what you guys think about the crypto-backed loans part of Spectrocoin, and let me know what your thoughts are. So that is it for this episode of Hack Crypto, and I will see you guys on the next episode.